you do it.
So we was going sailing. I had to get the outfit.
Oh, that's official now.
I'm the king of the world!
We were feeding raw meat to a full-grown tiger.
Oh my God.
Let's lean forward.
I'm leaning forward! I'm flying!
It's supposed to be one of the most haunted houses on Earth.
I like that he has the mirror right over the bed. What a freak!
No fucking way! Get the fuck out of here!
He's done, bro.
You're in, kid! You're in!
Hey, I'm UFC President Dana White, and we're always looking for up-and-coming talent to sign. Back in the day, I used to scout the world looking for new talent, but I haven't done that in years. Now I'm back on the road, I'm looking for fighters, and I'm bringing two of my favorite people with me. Matt Serra won the Ultimate Fighter, and he also became the welterweight champion of the world. He now trains some of the best fighters in the sport out of his gym in Long Island, New York. Dean Thomas is a former UFC fighter and was on the Ultimate Fighter Season 4 with Matt Serra. He's beat some of the best guys in the sport. Serra, Guida, Pulver. He's with the American top team, and he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And he's a lot of fun to hang out with. We're checking out the best restaurants, the coolest places to hang out, having fun, and then going to see some fights. I'm looking for the next Ronda Rousey, the next Robbie Lawler, the next Conor McGregor. I'm looking for future champions. And I'm willing to go to any show, anywhere in the world to find them. This episode, we're headed to New York City to celebrate Matt Serra's birthday. We're also taking batting practice with the New York Mets. Then we're doing a ride-along with the NYPD. Then we'll be checking out a Ring of Combat show. The thing that makes New York so unique from any other city you go to, it's New York City, but there's all these different boroughs in New York, and they're all different. New York is one of the greatest cities on earth. If you've never been, you need to go. So Dean Thomas couldn't be with us on this episode because he was cornering a fighter of his down in Brazil. We decided to bring Gian Villante with us. Gian is a light heavyweight fighter in the UFC. He's a fun guy, and I like being around him, so Gian it is.
I know Gian for ages. He's just a good dude.
Hey, Dean Thomas. You're never coming back, motherfucker.
I've gone to the batting cages before, did that type of stuff, but I'd never actually had batting practice with a professional team. This is Chris Weidman.
How we doing? Good to see you.
So Chris Weidman and Kelvin Gastelum were there doing some PR for their fight.
So are y'all friends? Yeah, we're cool, man. I've known him forever.
How you guys do? How you do that? How you like?
A lot of guys like each other, respect each other, and it's no different than you guys playing another team, and
And elbowing them in the face. Same thing. Same exact thing.
Come on into the cage. This is what we call the cage.
When they said they're gonna have us hit some balls, I wasn't too excited about it.
All right, who wants to lead off? Who we got?
Make us all look good somehow. You gotta go first.
I'll make you all look great. Watch this.
So we started off inside, try to see if we could connect with the ball and get our timing down and all that, and it's a lot harder than it looks.
There we go. Don't do that. Hey, it's under.
I feel better now.
I'm so happy you went first, boss.
My first couple swings were not great.
You have Dean Thomas watching, formerly from Looking for a Fight.
Okay, you gotta watch your boy right now. Oh, we got contact! We got contact again!
And I started connecting with the ball and feeling a little good about myself.
Was he playing with us?
Look at this. Dean, he's got something for you. It's your pink slip. Say hello.
I just hit like 7 balls and I'm exhausted.
All right, so.
Are you bunting?
We were here. You were kind of like this, no?
Bunted, Matt?
I'm not into anything with a ball. When the kids were doing Little League, my father had me watching Kung Fu Theater with Bruce Lee. I just was never into that.
Oh!
First ball I've hit in my life. Thank you very much.
Holy shit, that's a good one.
Oh! I never even did Little League.
Funnest thing possible.
Nice.
Amazing thing ever. That, for me, was amazing. Loved every minute of it.
Excellent.
Look at this.
This guy's a natural.
It's a dream come true, something I never thought I'd get to experience.
I'm out of breath.
Hello. All right. Let's see if we can get our bat back.
Yes!
So then we go outside. We have the pitcher who starts pitching to us. I was connected with some balls, and I'm like, all right, this isn't bad.
All right.
All right, we'll take it.
I end up, swinging hard, and I fucked up my back.
Hey, I hurt myself. I just tore something in here. I think I tore a love handle.
I've never played baseball in my life.
Choke. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Not even close to the wall.
That was a good one. I'll give you $5,000 if you hit another one in the outfield.
Dana's throwing some big numbers out there.
You heard, Dana. $5,000 for you, and you're looking for a fight with castmates.
Couldn't handle it. I was getting nervous and whiffing when he's throwing all these numbers at me.
All right, I'll give you $3,000 if you can do it now.
All right.
Oh, come on.
And finally, I got one.
Oh, it did. It did.
That's it.
Yeah.
See that?
$3,000.
$3,000.
Better than a home run.
He did it. He cracked it, and he won $3,000.
Barely got it out.
No, dude, I'm from Vegas. A fucking bet is a bet.
I want to thank Dana White, but most of all, Dean Thomas, you're the man. Thanks, bro. Made me some money.
All right, guys. Let's go be crime fighters.
Fucking hands in the air. Down that money, hoes, and clothes me too. I'm growing roses in the concrete. To the earth in my hands and the sun up under my feet. Settle for a week in Puerto Rico at least. Add a recliner to my rider
So we got to ride along with the NYPD, and we're going to Brooklyn.
Dana White, nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you guys. My father is a former police officer in the NYPD, and he was around the neighborhoods we were at, so that was very cool.
We had a shooting right over here. So somebody just got shot about a few minutes ago. So the chief's gonna take you guys over to the actual crime scene.
As soon as we get set up, there's a shooting.
Let's roll.
Let's do it.
Ready?
Yeah. There was numerous 9/11 calls that there was shots fired on the second floor in the hallway. Here's the crime scene over here.
It was crazy. Just to see what they go through and they're all lax and cool about it. I'm scared. I'm like, can I get a vest?
When we get there, the guy had just been taken away in an ambulance, and now they're investigating the shooting.
I felt like I was on an episode of 48, the next 48 or something. Next 48? Oh, this is fun. Everybody's so nice.
Well, I got a feeling we just held up this whole investigation.
You right?
Dude's ready to throw hands right here.
Look at this.
We're driving down one of the streets, and this guy is out front, shadow boxing.
I said my man's ready to throw some hands over here.
Yeah, look. Oh, we gotta pull over. We gotta pull over.
So we go, hey, we gotta talk to this guy. Did you know we were coming down the neighborhood?
I had no idea.
Look at this. You couldn't plan this any better.
Say hi, PJ.
Good to see you.
I need a body for these hands.
And then sure enough, we went in there and he brought us into his house where he had a little bag in the back and he's hitting the bag. And it was nice. It was, we surprised him and his family, and we got a nice reception.
Thank you, sir.
Shit.
Oh, wait a minute. We may have a car chase.
Oh, that'd be sick.
It really does.
And we literally start flying through the streets to chase this vehicle.
My heart is racing.
This is fucking for real.
And then we started speeding through red lights and stuff, and it got pretty scary for a second there.
It got my nipples hard. I didn't know what was going on.
Call it off. They're gonna call it off. We have to take account to what we're chasing the car for. There's a lot of people out in the street. So right now we're in the heart of the Marcy houses. So this is where Jay-Z grew up at.
And they were telling us we couldn't go into those projects alone. You went in there by yourself. You ain't making it out of there. You can go in with the police, but that's it. Basically, the police said, if you weren't with us, this would be a completely different experience for you. But it was pretty cool. They showed us the place that Jay-Z grew up in, and it was a fun tour. So when we did the grand opening for our new building here, Villante conspired with my daughter to shoot me in the face with some water gun that he had. He hit me right in the fucking eye and in the mouth. He's pretty good with this thing. So I wanted revenge on him. So the entire time we were there, I kept getting keys to his hotel room to try to break in and scare the shit out of him while he was sleeping.
Hopefully, we're gonna get in there right now and fuck his shit up. I got the headgear just in case shit goes south.
Villante! Here it is. You motherfuckers. And you're in my room. You cocksucker. Fuck you. Holy shit.
I don't know if you were coming up swinging.
I wasn't quite giving him the reaction he wanted. He wanted me to shit my pants, so I didn't give him that reaction. So guess he didn't give up, man. There's no quitting in Dana White.
Motherfucking guy. I didn't react this time, did I?
You didn't react the first time. You're ice cold, man. You got fucking ice cube in your veins.
We're gonna try one more time with this fucking gangster.
They have deadbolts and that little latch that you can flip over on the door. He didn't either every night. For some reason, this guy is too fucking stupid to lock his door at night.
This guy doesn't learn.
Hey, you motherfuckers got me this time. Fuck it!
Couldn't get back to sleep till like 4 in the morning. I was struggling, man. He scared the hell out of me.
I hate you guys.
Dude, this is our town, Gian Villante. This is our city. I've been to Radio City before for, the Christmas spectacular. So myself and the Heartthrob, we went over to meet the Rockettes.
Villante and Matt went to dance with the Rockettes, and I couldn't go because I was really sick.
They put us through a little warm-up.
Step onto your left, and then sweep with your right.
Ooh, I'm sweeping. Thank you, Dana, for not showing up today for this. I thought Gian was gonna have a fucking heart attack, to be honest with you.
Lift, and then lower. So this is dynamically warming up your hamstrings. One more time. So they're lengthening and then stretching right back in. So right now we're in a high plank. You can come down with us if you'd like.
Yeah, I was struggling with those Rockettes.
I want to be a Rockette. All right, so I'm sorry.
Plank, stretch, and that was just a warm-up.
All right.
3,
2, and we're up. All right. I'm not attacking Gian. I love the guy. He's such a nice guy. But I'll tell you right now, listen, 43-year-old retired fighter. The guy was sweating worse than me. I think I was making it through that thing better than him. He was dying. The guy was fucking dying. Villante.
Which one was
Heartthrob.
Oh
Look
my
at
gosh.
you.
we'll be in the ship quick. Yeah.
Did you turn the heat up in here on purpose, or?
No, this is pretty normal. This is horrible. This is pretty normal. You guys want to try some high kicks? Yeah.
High kicks?
One, kick right.
Oh, this is fun.
Left.
Pull something.
All right, I'm off.
Left.
I screwed up. I can't. I'm not doing anything. I froze.
I'm off. It was a struggle, but a lot of fun, and I enjoyed sweating on those pretty girls.
My kids were really psyched, so I had them do a little something for my kids afterwards, because my kids dance.
Gorgeous.
8, 6, and 4.
Oh my gosh.
I had them do a little shout out. They were very nice about that.
Hi, Angelina, Maria,
Sophia. Love the Rockettes. Come see us at Christmas.
My kids were, they were besides themselves that I get to hang out with the Rockettes.
So I love Matt Serra, and it's his birthday. So I called this incredible cake company called Creative Cakes. Bill, Dana White from the UFC. We want to do a cake for Matt Serra's birthday. Matt Serra is always flexing. So I wanted to do something with with him with no shirt on, flexing. Awesome, man. I appreciate you being a part of this. Thanks a lot. We really appreciate it.
If I had to choose a favorite food, it would have to be pizza. So when I found out that we were gonna go on a pizza tour in New York City, I was thrilled. Our pizza tour guide was this guy, Scott. It was Scott's Pizza Tours.
I'm Scott.
Matt Serra, nice to meet you.
John.
John, nice to meet you.
He goes by Gian, though.
You're a pizza expert?
I go out by Skiat.
This is a famous place, Lombardi's.
Yeah. This is the first pizzeria in the United States.
You were the pizza expert.
Let's eat some pizza.
Can we go in and eat some pizza?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm very excited.
All right, good. Me too. We're
Look
gonna
at his
check out a few,
shoes.
though.
He's got pizza on his shoes.
I'm not gonna mess around.
Wow.
I'm not gonna mess around, man.
I need those.
Yeah, I mean, look at those.
No,
Looks like you found those underneath the train tracks.
Yeah, let me do the jokes, all right, Mr. Lombardi?
That wasn't a joke.
You know, this guy Scott, in the beginning, I was a little unsure, because he seemed a little, condescending. Lombardi's is a coal oven pizza, and it's a thinner crust. And they even taught us how to make some pizza, which was fun.
The pizza tour was amazing. I think I should open up my own shop. I think I cooked the best pizza, and it was pretty easy.
This is the hardest part.
Oh!
It's hard to really screw that up, the pizza.
Don't mess this part up. This is the hard part, man.
You did a little,
This is where I separated myself.
I believe I did it better than Gian. Oh, that looks good.
I can't say who did the better job until we're completely done.
Okay. Oh, look at this. Oh, you're going in my belly. His might look a little better.
His looks a little better.
Yes?
But this pie, the cheese melted right. You kept it in there
Come on.
the right way. I'm gonna have to call it a draw.
Thank you so much. It's a draw. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, salute. All right, what does that mean? This is some of the best pizza I ever had. You can actually put a whole slice in my mouth. I'm down it like, I'm just killing it.
Amazing.
I'm so fat right now. I feel so fucking fat.
I kind of blew my wad a little bit at the first spot. Had an entire pie pretty early in the morning. By the second shop, I didn't want no more pizza, but I had to try it.
Hey, so we got your slices.
You are more than just a tour guide.
Regular
Look at
slice,
you.
man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Classic.
Can you tell us about Joe's Pizza, Scott?
Yeah, so they opened in 1975.
Okay.
And Joe's from Naples. So he brings over Neapolitan tradition, but then he's making like total classic New York slice style.
Joe's Pizza. It's more of a traditional slice, but delicious. Delicious.
Too hot? You can, here, we'll take the temperature.
What is that, Scott?
It's a thermometer. So if it's over about 175 Fahrenheit, you're gonna burn your mouth. You just burned your mouth, didn't you?
You burnt your mouth.
He burned his mouth.
I didn't think Scott was that bad at first, He was kind of getting on our nerves a little bit. Then he pulled out his damn thermometer gun, and I just couldn't help myself.
Have you ever gotten a wedgie before?
One time I got a wedgie.
Now you're attacking the guy.
I mean, he called.
You're making his
He's making fun of me because he burned his mouth.
He carries around a thermometer in his pocket. You gotta get a wedgie for that. I'm sorry.
Kick his ass, Scott. And he kind of grew on me, like a fungus. Third place was John's. And again, I mean, there's not one place I can say, all right, well, this one wasn't so good. They were all, in their own way, they were all phenomenal. Oh, it's thin, like the other one.
Super thin, even thinner on the edge. Like Lombardi's is a little pumped.
Scott, you do these tours a lot. Does anybody get as excited as me? Do they get really excited?
Oh, not, it's rare. Like you saw this thing and it took your breath away.
Listen, there's children around, but I got a little aroused.
That's fair.
Too much? It's too much? Oh my God. If you're in New York City, look up Scott. He was good at his job. He had some pizza sneakers on, and the guy was okay.
I went to pick up the cake while those guys were on the pizza tour.
Hello. There he is. We meet in person.
How you doing?
How'd it go?
You want to see it?
I want to see it.
So I was thinking of what do you put on Matt Serra's birthday cake? Well, obviously, we had a picture of him flexing. That's all he does. And then you gotta have Matt Serra's favorite words on there.
Ah! Fucking cocksucker! Serious? Fucking cocksucker. Oh, that is awesome. That is perfect. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it.
During this episode, it happened to be my birthday. I turned 40. 40.
So this whole thing's supposed to be a surprise. You know, we're gonna surprise them with the cake. And to surprise people, you don't tell them there's a surprise. Surprise is just a surprise. Hey, surprise. So our producer, he tells Matt Serra, oh, Dana has a huge surprise for you.
I don't want to say anything, but I'm gonna ruin the surprise for you.
When somebody kind of hints to you that your good millionaire, good buddy is going somewhere to pick up a surprise for you, you know, your mind can go a little, out of control. Oh, what's my good buddy getting me? You know, could be anything.
The producer tells him there's a surprise for him. I got him some big surprise. So Matt Serra thinks I bought him a car or some fucking expensive gift. I don't have a huge surprise for him. I got him a fucking cake.
Hold on, let me make my wish.
Blow out those nipple candles.
I'll tell you, when they said, yo, Dana's got a surprise for your birthday, I'm not a materialistic guy, but I thought a new Tahoe. He's got a
Who said something stupid like that,
no,
Rory?
This is great, though. Oh, no.
That's Rory written all over it. Dana did something special for your birthday.
This is just as
Got you a
good.
fucking cake.
This is just as good.
That's Rory, the surprise ruiner. Dana got something special for your birthday.
Dude, oh, man. It was a fucking cake. I feel like taking his producer and throw him out a fucking window.
He completely fucked up the whole surprise.
Look at my nipples. This is really, realistic.
Look at the abs on that thing.
Don't get me wrong, it's a nice cake and it was delicious. This is good. I even licked my own nipples.
Let's look at the fights.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Supposed to be good fights this weekend.
Well, I'm excited for some of my guys.
This is one of your guys, right?
That's James Gonzalez, that's my dude. He's really, really good on the floor. He can submit anybody on the floor if it gets down there. And standing up, not the prettiest, but he's tough. He was getting lit up, and I remember Longo watches him spar a lot, and he watches him spar with Marab and
Not scared of
Aljo.
taking a shot.
No, he goes, when I was getting a little nervous with him up against the cage, Longo goes, don't worry, this kid's an alley kid. Whatever it meant, right away I felt better.
All right, oh, here we go.
Is our boy.
He's awesome, this kid. I really can't say enough about him, As far as attitude and stuff, he's just a beast. I'm really excited for this fight, and I'm excited for my friend Marab. And he's got a tough test ahead of him.
Yeah.
Cool. This should be awesome.
So we're going to the Ring of Combat. It's Lou Neglia's show, and they've been around for years. They always put on great fights, and this guy has pumped out a ton of fighters who have fought in the UFC, including Chris Weidman, Frankie Edgar, and the list goes on and on. It was the perfect birthday for Matt, obviously, because we're so close to New York. His family came out to the fights.
This was actually the first time my kids actually came to a fight. I love having my family around because I can't get enough of them.
And he had like 3 or 4 guys fighting on the show. Not only is he great on the show at helping look for talent, he's an incredible instructor.
All right, James, come on. You could listen, you could push the pace. You got a minute in the meantime to rest in between rounds. That just gets your heart rate back down. You gotta think about 3 separate fights, you understand? Hard for that 5 minutes, dude. Your endurance is never a problem. Nice, clinch. Nice, good, James. Keep the pressure. Look for that single, James. Nice, James. Settle in, James. James, fight those hooks. Fight, yes, James, yes. Myself and Ray Longo, we're pretty loud, but that's how we always are, and our fighters are used to it, and they're used to our voices. Stay on him, stay on him, stay on him, stay on him. We're never gonna steer him down the wrong path. We know all guys. We know what they're capable of. And we have all the confidence in the world in our guys.
Nice! Nice, James! That's a 10-8 round right there, buddy.
Breathe, deep breaths, breathe.
I'm doing this a long time, and I don't see the things he sees sometimes, and he's really smart with it, and he calls it out, and the guys do the right thing, and that's how a lot of these guys get their wins is, listen to a great coach like that.
It's hard to get him off on him. Take your time, get him gift wrapped. It's all day long, all right? Beautiful, beautiful.
What happens is when you're cornering somebody, they're used to hearing your voice.
That's it. There you go, single leg. Keep it simple, James.
With my fighter, James Gonzalez, it was almost like a video game. When I'm telling him to go for a certain takedown and boom, boom, he does it.
Stay on him, yes, yes. James, hook this leg with your left leg. Hook his leg and put him down.
You get that trust between, fighter and trainer.
It's right there, brother. There you go. Step out towards me. Step out towards me. Beautiful. James, scoop him up. Scoop him up. Pull him away from the cage. Yeah, James, yes. He's gonna give up that back.
And they trust in you. They believe in you because they know you're not gonna put them down the wrong path. So I was very happy the way James listened. And again, he made that fight look easy.
Very good. Nice, man.
First round was a 10-8 round, but he got a unanimous decision.
Good, man. Good. You should be happy. No, you should be happy with that.
James Speedy Gonzalez.
So there's this kid named Raytheon Stotts, and everybody was talking about him. Undefeated, 8-0 from Rufus Sports. This guy's supposed to be a killer, and he ends up getting matched up with Matt Serra's guy.
Merab. I can't pronounce his last name for shit, but let me tell you, this kid is everything you want in a fighter. Myself, Ray Longo, we love this kid.
All right, Merab.
I love you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah? Fucking A, Merab. Yeah. Always make us proud. Let's do this. And we wanted this kid in the UFC so bad. The thing is, he's fighting a guy that Dana personally flew out to put on this card. So when this fight started with Merab versus Raytheon Stotts, we were expecting an all-out war. What we got was way better.
Nice, man.
The crowd goes crazy, Matt Serra goes crazy, Merab, the fighter, goes crazy, and wow. Matt's guy comes out and knocks Raytheon out in 16 seconds.
Merab went to throw a kick, came around, spinning back fist. He made short work of him.
Merab, motherfucker!
And the best is when he jumped on the cage. He's such a nice kid, and he told me that he said it was for my birthday. So.
Love you, buddy. Thank you. You're going to the UFC.
Oh, man.
Dana.
I missed 7-2.
Yeah, Merab.
Fucking good. I'm telling you.
Best birthday.
I don't think Matt could have wanted anything else. His family being here, his 3 beautiful girls, his wife.
Wasn't that awesome? Girls, was that awesome? Did you miss it? Did you blink and miss it?
It just shows me, the joy it brings your coach when you get a win like that.
I am so happy. I'm so freaking happy right now.
So obviously when I go backstage and I make a decision and tell somebody that they're getting the UFC contract, they get excited, the family gets excited, and everybody goes crazy. This would be probably the most unique celebration ever.
Even though it's my birthday, I brought something for you. This guy.
Do it. You do it.
What am I doing?
You're in.
You're in.
I've been going to New York for over 30 years. This time we got to go do a ride-along with the police department. We celebrated Matt Serra's birthday. I didn't dance with the Rockettes, and I'm okay with that. I had a blast, and I look forward to going back to New York.